yeah, guys, I'm convinced. PDK, really good gearbox. It deserves all the praises it gets. Welcome back to another video, guys. Jamar here from Jamar Cars. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, we're looking at something pretty cool. 2018 Porsche Macan Turbo, guys. Now, I've been seeing these things around and I always wanted to get my hands on one of these things. See what it tests, see how it drives and see how cool it is. So, if you're ready, I'm definitely ready. Let's jump into the review, guys. Woo! Alright, guys, here's the beauty. This is one of my favorite Porsche colors, man. I know you're supposed to say Porsche, I had to say Porsche. This is what it is at this time. But I think this is Guards Red and I really love this car. I was even thinking about wrapping my car in this color. Let me know what you guys think, guys. Do you like the color or what, man? Now, look at the lights. I have these beautiful signature Porsche lights. Looks pretty cool. They have these 21-inch wheels, and this is probably the widest tire I've seen on a SUV. They're 295 width tires. They're ridiculous. They're so wide. You see the rear. Hopefully that comes up good on camera. But overall, I love the styling of this thing. It's the right size for me personally. I just love how compact it is, and it's not slow, guys. It's pretty fast. So I'm gonna go underneath the hood in a little bit, but just to give you a sneak peek, that's I think it's a 3.6 liter V6 twin turbo, and I can't wait to take this thing for a spin, guys. Now coming around to the back, we have the Porsche Macan Turbo in black, which looks pretty cool. You got the quad tips out back as well, and a cool rear diffuser. Pretty cool as well. Now, if you're not familiar with the Porsche Macan lineup, I think it starts off as a base Macan, then you got the Macan S, GTS, and the Turbo. So it's pretty cool. I think this is the top trim for this year. I'm not sure if they discontinued the turbo in 2023, but I think this is the top trim for this year. So if you're ready, let's go inside the inside. Let's go take a look in the inside and see what it's like. All right, guys, coming inside the interior, looks pretty cool. These seats are heavily bolstered, but I went on the short drive in this thing and it's very comfortable. So they're very comfortable, even though they look kind of aggressive, but it's pretty cool. Now here's one of my favorites, a Porsche. This is where you actually turn the car on. So you get a really cool key that looks like a car. You have to insert it in. Hopefully I can do this one-handed with this awkward camera angle, but you turn it here. Car comes alive. Got a center tachometer right here. Your RPMs is the most important thing with this car. And it's pretty cool. They do the same thing on like the GT3 911, and I really like that. I have a clock here, and you have your touchscreen infotainment screen here, and a ton of buttons. This is how Porsche kind of organize their buttons here. You have your heated seats, sport mode, active exhaust. So it's pretty cool. And overall, it's kind of a minimalistic, except for here, it's a very simple design, but it does look elegant in my opinion. Now, what I really like is these metal paddle shifters. Feel really good in hand, and they're very high quality. Really like that. All right, guys, I hope you guys are excited as I am to take a look underneath this hood. And without further ado, let's pop the hood on the Macan Turbo. Okay, guys, release is right here. There we go. hood opens up like this, and it's a pretty cool design. You can see it's actually a cutout around the headlight, which reminds me of like a, you know, Aston Martin DB11 with the clamshell hood. Looks pretty cool. Here you have the 3.6 liter V6. I think it's twin turbocharged. It's putting out a healthy 400 horsepower. If you do get the I think it's a performance package, it goes up to 440 horsepower. So it's pretty cool. It has 2 individual intakes, and I love that it has the turbo on the engine cover as well. So it's pretty cool. I'm gonna shut this thing here. Now, in terms of room in the rear, this thing is pretty compact. So, no, you can fit, you know, people comfortably back here, but it's not going to be as spacious as, you know, compared to the other vehicles in this class, in my opinion. But, you know, nonetheless, you can see, you know, 4 people pretty comfortable in here. Got 2 cup holders here as well. And Alcantara headlining, looks pretty nice and feels really good as well. And here's a look of the front, you know, the steering wheel and the infotainment screen. All right, guys, going for a spin in the Macan Turbo. Wow. Wow. The gearbox shifts so fast, like it's instantaneous, man. Now I see why people love the PDK gearbox. It's crazy. Also love the sound too. The sound of this sounds amazing. You know, you get a good sound from the 3.6 V6, but when it shifts, you get that nice, I don't even know how to describe it, man. It's like a thunk, you know. It's pretty cool, man. Now driving this thing, I have excellent visibility out front. Visibility at rear is pretty good as well. And you have huge mirrors, so you know it's easy to see out of. And I just love the size of this thing too. You know, it's not too big, but it's an SUV. If you prefer to sit up a little bit higher, you know, this is like perfect. If you want something, you know, SUV that sits up a little higher, but it's not too big of a car, it's like the perfect size, man. It's really nice. Wow. That power delivery comes on. Woo! Yeah, guys, it's not my car, so I'm not gonna be, you know, going 10/10, but this thing is so quick, man. And the way the power comes on is just so ferocious. You know, the torque that's this engine with the gearbox, it's crazy, man. You guys gotta experience this. Now I'm going over some corners, and you know, this thing feels pretty planted. You know, for an SUV, this might be the best handling SUV I've been in so far. Well, SQ8 is probably a different level, but you know, for this size SUV, you know, it's probably one of the best I've been in. And you got huge tires, you know, 295 width tires, guys. You know, you're gonna have a ton of traction, especially off the line and through corners. Oh man, I love this. I love the PDK, man. Sounds really good. Now driving this thing is pretty comfortable in here. The seats are very aggressive, like in terms of like bolstering, like, you know, it's really holding you in, but you know, it's very comfortable. I can see me taking a lot of long trips in this thing and not feeling you know, uncomfortable or anything like that. Now if it's one thing I do not like the layout of the buttons in the center. It's not a deal breaker, but you know, I just prefer if Porsche did something else. But other than that, interior, the fit and finish of everything, you know, is amazing. It's a Porsche, guys. The quality, everything you touch feels solid. There's no cheap plastic anywhere in here. And I love the steering wheel. Love that it's metal paddle shifters. I wish a lot of you know, a lot of car makers did this. Feels really good, especially for something that you're gonna be touching. You know, a lot of time use metal, guys. Feels really solid, and it makes the experience much better. Okay guys, this wraps up the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment down below what you think of the Macan Turbo, and you know, also what's your favorite SUV. But like always, this thing is for sale. You can always, if you're interested in this vehicle or something similar, you can reach me in my contact information down below in the description. I'll have my email address and my phone number. So yeah, till next time guys, peace.